Hello and welcome to Destination Timeshare. I'm Jeremy and I'm here up front of our 2-bedroom lock-off, what they actually call a Casita, here at the Four Seasons Residence Club in Scottsdale at Troon North. If you want to see what one of these beautiful rooms looks like, you're going to want to stick around. It's truly magnificent. Let's check it out right after this. Okay, so here we are, 2-bedroom lock-off Casita here at Four Seasons Residence Club in Scottsdale. We have the studio side over here, then over on this side is the 1-bedroom. So what we actually want to do is point out how really cool this place seems to be, how fancy it is, because I have the Do Not Disturb sign on our door, and it actually looks like it's made out of leather. And then their room keys actually look like they're made out of wood. Not too sure if this is actually wood or not, or if it's just plastic that made to look like wood. It's still really, really cool. But we want to head inside here, check out the room. It really is a great unit. Let's head inside and check it out. Okay, so when we come into this 2-bedroom villa here, just kind of coming into a fairly good sized entryway here, we do have a door there, and that actually goes over to the studio side. So this unit, you have a 1-bedroom here, a studio or kind of efficiency unit over there. So let's actually head over here first. We'll save the best for last. We'll look at the studio, just go through this set of lock-off doors. So in here, we actually have the entry into just the studio. So if you're staying in just the studio side, this door would normally be closed and locked, and you'd enter through there. But yeah, in here, we have a really nice sized bathroom. So you have a great big tub here, no jets, just kind of a garden style soaking tub. Plenty of towels here. And in here, there is a walk-in shower. So yeah, good sized walk-in shower. You have a nice rain shower head there, hand wand, and pump shampoo, conditioner, and body wash. And then out here we do have a double vanity, nice big bright lighted mirror, and there's some washcloths, hair dryer, and more towels. And I noticed this actually kind of has its own little light in there too. We also have some bathrobes here, and just off the bathroom here we do have a water closet. So the toilet kind of in its own little separate room there. So now let's kind of just head in here. Looks like we have a small kitchenette area. First, looks like we have a closet or cupboard here. Looks like an ice bucket, there's a pitcher. You have some glassware, dinnerware, all for 2 people. And down here, there's a toaster and a blender, as well as a laundry basket. Then over here, we do have a kitchenette. Has a Keurig for single cup coffee. And up here, looks like there is a microwave oven. So you have a microwave. There is a small sink here. And under here, it does look like we have a few kitchen supplies. And there's also a small refrigerator in here, though I'm not noticing any kind of ice box. Now across from that, there is a closet, so we can open up that closet. What do we have in here? Looks like some storage, some hangers, shelf. There is an umbrella down here, as well as some luggage racks there too. So now heading into the bedroom and kind of living area. Looks like we have a pretty good sized chest of drawers here. Lots of storage in here, it looks like. A couple of books there, some nice artwork. Not really sure what this is, just maybe some additional kind of artwork there. Big flat screen television, and it looks kind of like a table over here for 2 people. Then just across from that, we do have a king-size bed, a couple of nightstands, some lights, some lamps, nice headboard there. And over here, it does look like we have another closet. So in here, we have a closet. The light turns on when you open the door. You're going to find some bedding, some extra hangers. That's where you're going to also find the in-room safe. They have some slippers down here, laundry bags, ironing board. Looks like a humidifier up there too, with some distilled water, a brand new jug of distilled water. So yeah, that was kind of the closet. So now let's go in here, let's take a closer look here in the living area. We do have sofa there. I'm pretty sure this is probably going to pull out into at least a full-size bed. And it is certainly a pull-out, so that's definitely very nice. You have a glass coffee table, and then over here, you also have a fireplace. And I'm pretty sure it's probably a gas fireplace. Let's turn it on and see. Oh, I can hear what sounds like a pilot light trying to be lit and lots of clicking. But so far, nothing really happening there. Oh, there we go. We now have flames. It took a little bit of time there to get that lit, but it does look like we have a really nice gas fireplace. So now here off the studio side, they do kind of have their own little patio. And let's see how we open this up. Let's see here. There we go. Oh, no, that doesn't open. Well, let's go the other way. Yeah, the door's over here. There we go. Maybe. Oh, I get it. This whole thing slides down over here. I thought that door kind of just slid it one way or slid it the other, covered up one of the panels, but open it up completely and now we can get out. So yeah, out here, we're here in building 8. We do have a small patio on the studio side here. We have a nice chair, ottoman, small table over there. Kind of the same thing over on this side. And I'm also seeing, looks like an electrical outlet out here too, so that's definitely very handy. And then not too much of a view here. We are on the ground floor, but we can see a couple of the other buildings here. And I believe the pool is just down over there. So nice little view out here. Lots of cacti, plenty of little plants here. And of course, it is the desert, so it is more drought-resistant plants. But now let's head inside here, and we're going to head over and take a look at the one-bedroom side of the unit. Okay, so going back over here, then kind of first thing we'll see in here, inside this main entryway, they do have a closet. It does light up when you open it up. They do have some hangers. There's some extra bedding there, mostly for what's going to be the pull-out sofa we'll see in the living room. And another humidifier with another bottle of distilled water. And you might be wondering what this thing is. I actually lifted it up. It's just a cover for what is a vacuum cleaner. Then over here we do have a laundry basket with a recycling bin. Now in here as well, we do have the laundry. So just behind this door, we have our in-room laundry, stacked washer and dryer. They give you some fabric softener sheets and a couple of laundry detergent pods there. Yeah, great to have in-room laundry. There is a broom and a bucket down here too. I'm not sure what the bucket's for because I don't see a mop, but that's available here as well. Now in here, we can go that way to the living area and kitchen, or we can go in here and take a look at what is kind of, I guess you'd say, the master or primary bedroom here of this 2-bedroom unit. We'd have a couple of nightstands, some lamps, king-size bed, and I'm noticing it actually has its own AC unit. So you had AC over on the other side, AC here, and there's also an AC control in the living room as well. So nice to have kind of this separate AC for this bedroom. Down here we do have a nice big flat screen television. Up atop a dresser, there's a window there. There's a small bench over here, as well as a chair in the corner. And then we have a really nice walk-in closet. Yeah, it's a walk-in closet. We do have some shelves here, plenty of storage, hangers, shelf up there to put clothes, so you're not going to run out of room here in this unit. We do have an iron and ironing board as well. And you know something I'm not noticing in here, and I haven't seen it anywhere else in the unit, it's actually an in-room safe. So I'm not sure if there's not a safe to store any valuables you might have on the 1-bedroom side of this unit. I haven't found it yet. Yeah, that there is kind of the master bedroom. Definitely lots of room in here. Can't complain about how much room there is available in this bedroom. Okay, I think I turned up the safe. Here we have the television, top kind of dresser here. Plenty of storage in here, but I noticed this one here actually folds down. So it's actually kind of tricky to find because you think it's just another drawer, but there it is, the in-room safe that I was having trouble finding. And it's also great to have a ceiling fan in here too. But now let's go in here and take a look at the bathroom. So yeah, bathroom very similar to the other side. We do have a double vanity, nice big bright lighted mirror. You have all of the stuff you're going to need. You do have, again, another bathtub here and another walk-in shower. So the setup of this bathroom seems pretty identical or very similar to the other side. Again, nice rain shower head, hand wand, pump shampoo, conditioner, and body wash. And then over here on the side, we do have another water closet where you're going to find the toilet. So now we've seen the bedroom over here. Let's make our way back through here. We're going to check out what is the kitchen, living room, and even another half bath. So that's actually really kind of handy. Nice to have kind of a 2.5 bath setup here in this 2-bedroom unit. Okay, so across from that half bath, I'm noticing what actually seems like a pretty unimpressive kitchen. Kind of on the small side, not a lot of counter space, but in here you do have a microwave oven. You do have an oven with a stovetop. It looks like what is actually a really nice set of knives there. And there is side-by-side refrigerator, and it looks like there's also ice and water in the door. That's something we really don't ever see in timeshare units. So yeah, really nice refrigerator here. And it looks like also up here, they have a pitcher there that filters water for you, but really this is really kind of awkward. The door is barely even open here in what is this kind of really narrow kitchen area. Here you do have a freezer side, and then on the other side, you do have refrigerator. There is another single cup Keurig coffee maker over here. Down below that, there is a dishwasher. Now let's look in all the cupboards. Looks like here we have glassware and coffee mugs for 6 people. Over here on the other side, looks like it's our dinnerware again for 6. So all your plates, bowls, all that kind of stuff. So check it out over here. We have a toaster. Looks like we have an electric kettle. And there's a small pitcher up there for juice. And up there above the microwave, it's completely empty. And something else I'm noticing is these nice soft closed cabinets. So no slamming doors in the mornings when somebody's out here maybe cooking and somebody else is trying to sleep. Then over here, we do have a blender, and it looks like a measuring cup. And then kind of in these drawers here, looks like we have some cooking utensils. Under here, there's some serving containers and some like Pyrex type glass baking pans. And it looks like in the bread warmer under the oven here, we do just have a broiler pan. And then over here, looks like more cooking utensils. You have spatula, you have pizza wheel, you have measuring cups, measuring spoons, wine opener, can opener, vegetable peeler, all the rest of that kind of stuff. And then under here, it looks like some storage bowls, and there's a small little basket, and there's a cheese grater back there. And over here on the other side, where we're going to find all of our silverware, so knives, forks, spoons, all that kind of stuff for 6 people. Then in here, it looks like we have some coasters, some washcloths for dishes, and some pot holders. And then down under here, looks like there's some bowls there. And there's also some placemats, and it's where you're going to find pots and pans. And under the sink, there's even more. Looks like there's a cutting board under there. And over here, we have some kitchen supplies. So now that we've seen all of that, let's head in here and take a look at the main living area here on this large 1-bedroom side of the unit. We have some really cool decorations there on the wall. Really interesting big chair here in the corner, small table. And then here also, like I mentioned, we have a separate AC control here for the living area of this unit. And then we have a big, huge flat screen television, kind of an interesting desk there, and also some interesting kind of decorations here. This is like a big kind of chain made out of wood. Then over on this side, we do have another gas fireplace. So really nice that actually both sides of the unit have a gas fireplace. And then over here, we do have a sofa, chair, and a glass coffee table. And again, I'm pretty sure this sofa will pull out into a sofa bed. So yeah, it definitely does pull out into a bed. And then heading in here into the dining area, I have a couple of stools up against the kitchen bar area. So there's our kitchen in there. But over here, we do have a dining room table for 6 people. And lots of light in here. They have plenty of windows, nice and bright. And there's a ceiling fan in the living room here too. Now, something else that's really nice here, they do have a desk over here. So maybe you need to do some work, you have your computer. It's kind of a little bit on the small side, but it is nice to have a separate kind of desk or office area. So yeah, there is the living room and dining area of what is this kind of full 2-bedroom lock-off unit. But now let's go out here and take a look at the patio on this side. And again, it's the same kind of thing. Just got to slide it all the way across, and then we can get out here and open the door. So out here, a little bit bigger patio actually than the other side. You have 2 really nice chairs there, big table. And over here you have 2 more chairs and just a small table. Nice to have a couple of ottomans there, but not noticing any of those over here to put your feet up on. But again, very similar view here from this unit. The other one was just over there on the other side of that cactus. But again, kind of the same view here. We do have a nice little path that kind of goes up beside the building here. And I guess you could kind of technically walk out down to that, but with no way to really lock the door behind you, probably going to be wanting to go out the main door. Yeah, if you like this video from here at the 4 Seasons Residence Club, the full 2-bedroom lock-off villa, I'd really appreciate it if you'd give it a thumbs up. It definitely helps out these videos. And if you want to see another video from here at this beautiful resort, check this one out right here. It's going to be a full resort tour. I'm going to take you around, show you everything this resort has to offer. Thanks for watching, and remember, until next time, the best destination is always a timeshare.